Sa. Haso no kamae. Hey. Okay, let's take a look at the third kamae. So this kamae is haso no kamae. Haso no kamae. Most of the time, this kamae is done with the majority of your weight on the back leg. Okay, always exceptions to every rule. Most of the time, weight on the back leg. The sword is going to be up where the tsuba is somewhere near your shoulder. Your left arm is going to be across your abdomen. And there are two schools of thought on this. One is that your forearm lines up with the handle of the sword. Another school has the elbow actually up and out. I think ultimately it comes down to what feels best for you, what works best for your own body. So both of those would be acceptable. So from this haso position, Mr. Bragg, if you and I are working together here, so what we're going to imagine for the kata practice is that this attacker is going to try to cut just below my tricep, or maybe right here, right below the floating ribs, where there are no bones to impede the cut. So this is what that cut looks like. Maybe he's going to take that arm out, or maybe he's going to take the waist out here where there aren't any ribs. Okay? So as that cut comes in, I'm going to move the target out of the way, keeping a sense of forward energy. As I drop back in now with my left, I'm going to pull and push into this cut. So again, from here, I'm attacked, I'm out of the way, and I pull and push into this cut at the same time. Okay?
Sir.
Okay, let's go ahead and try that.
Sir.
Okay, from this last position, we just finished that daijodan cut, that keisakiri. From here, again, we're going to stylize this. So I'm going to turn the blade, so my back hip drops. I'm going to turn the blade to face my opponent. I'm going to step back and let that lead leg slide with me. Then I'm going to announce the kamae. Haso no kamae. Give it half a beat. Move the target out of the way. Execute this cross cut. Okay, let's go back again. So from the last position. Sa. Haso no kamae. Hey! Good, one more time. Last position. Sa. Haso no kamae. Sa. Okay, so an unarmed interpretation of this particular piece of the kata. We're going to look at a pretty modern day attack. This is becoming more and more common with some of these martial arts that are being practiced today. So I'm going to go for a leg shot. I'm going to go for a leg shot, and I'm really going to set up, bam, a punch with my right hand. Okay, so I'm going for the leg. If he doesn't move the leg, great. I get to wreck the leg. If he does move the leg, I get to catch him with this punch. Okay, so that's going to be the attack. Right? So now Mr. Winfield is doing that attack to me. I'm going to slip out of the way. You see how I've slipped out of the way, but I still am in a position to move forward. Okay, as opposed to something like this, where I actually back up out. Now it's hard for me to move forward. Okay, so there's that kind of tricky footwork again, where I slip out of the way. I'm going to cover that and drop in with this ura shuto to the side of the neck. So one more time, I'm out of the way, cover that, and ura shuto to the side of the neck, and I end up in a position where it's very hard for him to follow up from there. Okay, good, let's try that. Okay, look up here for a second. Let's talk a little bit about the timing. Again, very advanced timing, I believe. So here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to be in a hurry, like I'm going to block this. Okay, this is going to be really fast, very hard to time. So again, the idea is I'm positioning my body so that now he can't possibly get to me. Now I'm going to cover and go in. See how that's different from the idea of blocking this out of the way? Okay, a few more times paying attention to that very important detail. Kongo no Kamae. 4、2、大序断の構え。4、3、発想の構え。
What exactly makes the cut from Hasso no Kamae so strong?
Oh, another good question. So this is an unusual, a difficult cut because it's a cross body cut this way. And again, this is this pushing and pulling action. Okay? So as opposed to just a sweeping action this way, which might leave me open and would not create any kind of an impact in the cut. What I want to do is pull with my left hand, push with my right, so that I get a little bit of this smacking kind of an action. So if you could step over there and just give me a target with your sword. So just hold your sword out. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Okay. So again, instead of this kind of movement, I get this kind of smacking action. Okay?